Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Genius Knowledge Point. Here I am going to provide practical solution for Diploma Computer IT students. So in today's video we are going to see practical number 1 of object oriented programming for case scheme of MSBT practical. So let us see what is given in first practical. The first practical is about expressions and input output functions. First of all, let us understand there are two parts that is given in your practical. First part is exercise part and second is practical related questions. So in each part there are different questions. In exercise there are 3 questions given, and in practical related questions 1 question is given to perform or to generate programs. So first question is, write a C++ code to evaluate following expression using input output function. And expression is given as y is equal to phi into x, that is phi star x minus phi, where the value of x is taken from user. So let us understand how to perform this practical or this question. So first of all, we need to understand what we need to develop this program. So what are the different parts that we need to develop this program? So I have already written what is needed to develop this program. So as a question is given, in question it is given that x is taken from user, the value of x is taken from user. So we need one number as an input. Let's consider it as x. And to generate output we need one more number. So second part is one number as output. Let's consider it as y. So we need 2 numbers x and y. So these are your variables for your program. So you have to declare 2 variables, one number as x, one number as y. Then third point is you have to put your expression as given. So y is equal to phi into x minus phi. So this is my expression. So phi into value of x minus phi, that will be calculated, and with assignment operator, that is equal to your value of this expression will be stored into y. So that is third part. So these 3 things are needed for generating your program. So let us move to actual coding part. So I have already written the code in my notepad++, so that will be easy to understand, and your video will be of less time. So first of all, while starting your program you need header files. So in C++ we are going to use 2 header files. First one is #include iostream.h. So this is basically input output stream header files. So you can get input output streams from this header file. Second, #include conio.h, that is console input output header file. So in console input output header file you will get some different function, and in iostream.h you will get input output streams. Then starting of your program will be from main function. So the definition of main function will be void, then main, and as it is a function you have to put opening and closing brackets. So after that you will start a curly bracket, that is the starting of your main function. At the starting point of main function I am writing clr_scr. This function is called clear screen function. So what it will do, it will clear the output screen. So whatever the previous output is there, that will not be visible in your final output. So that's why I am using clr_scr to clear my output screen. Then as I have mentioned here, we need 2 numbers x and y. So I have put 2 numbers x and y as an integer variable. So the declaration part of those variables will be int, that is your data type, then space, declaration of 2 variables separated by comma, and finally end of statement, that is semicolon. So next statement is cout. So cout is the output stream. So whatever is present in front of cout, that will be sent to your output screen. So in front of cout I have written in double quotes, that is enter value of x. So these double quotes text will be printed as my message on your output screen. So enter value of x is my message that I am going to show to my user, so he can understand what the program is going on. So what we have to put in the program. So that is the part of user interface. So enter the value of x, that is my message, that will be displayed on screen, so user can understand he has to input a value of x. Then I am putting endl, and these are double angular brackets. So whatever the message is given, that is given to cout, and cout will send it to output screen, and endl will be again sent to cout. So this is attachment of endl using double angular bracket. So endl is next line character. So whenever you are putting endl, your cursor will move to next line on your output screen. So enter the value of x, that is my message, then my cursor will go down to the next line because of endl. Then next statement is cin. So after this message, the user has to input some value, that is the value of x. So whenever user enters some value using keyboard, that is a number, then cin will accept that value and it will be stored into x variable. So now we have input of x. So the input is taken into your program and it is stored into variable x. The next part is expression statement. So whenever you have to generate some output, you have to write this expression as given. So the expression statement is y is equal to pi into x. So in your programming, you have to put star in place of into, that is multiplication symbol. So 5 into x, that is 5 multiplied by x, and then minus 5, that is my expression, and that value will be stored into y. So that's why I have written y is equal to 5 into x minus 5. And finally this expression will be evaluated and the value of this expression will be stored into y. And the final statement is I have to put that value of y in front of user. So for that purpose again I am using cout, then a double angular bracket to get that output to the output screen. Then again I am putting a message into double quotes, value of y is equal to, and then I am putting some space. Then my double quotes are ended, that means my message is ended, and in front of that y, double equal to, I want to put the value of y. So that's why I am again attaching using this double angular bracket the value of y, again double angular bracket and endl, so that my cursor will move to next line. So this is the part of formatting your output. So I am attaching a value of y in front of message and I am attaching endl in front of y. Finally I will see value of y is equal to some number and the cursor will move to next line. And finally I am ending my program with getch. So why this getch is needed? Because whenever you generate this program and if you are not using getch, what will happen? Your black screen will be visible for a fraction of second and it will go off because your program is complete. So your output screen will go off. So to hold that output screen you need a function which will wait until I press some character on the keyboard. That function is getch. So using this function, what it will do, my output screen will stop at this statement until I press some character from my keyboard. So after I press my character on keyboard or press enter on keyboard, this function will run and my program will end here and my black screen or that output screen will go off. So this is the coding part of this first practical or first question. So let us perform it in your compiler. So for running this C++ programs or C program, I am going to use this compiler, that is Borland C++, which is having graphical user interface. So I can use a mouse pointer, I can copy paste this code into this Borland application directly. So which is having some advantage over your Turbo C++. That is very old fashioned, which is having very old user interface, that is black screen only, and you cannot use mouse pointer there. So that's why I'm using this Borland C++ compiler. You can download it from Google and see how to download and install on Google. All steps are available, and just you have to see this software is very old software, so you have to find it and download it, install it, and after installing you will see after opening this interface. So this is a blank screen where no file is open. So to open a simple file, you have to go to file menu, then new and simple text edit. So first file is opened, just maximize it. So you can directly type the code here as given in your notepad file, or just copy this code using Ctrl+C or edit copy and paste it here. So your code is ready in your Borland C++, and you can directly run it. So I will show how to run this code. Just go to debug and there is an option run. So inside debug menu, one option is there, run, and the shortcut key is Ctrl F9. So if I press on that run, it will automatically compile this code and it will show me the out or error message. If the code is not correct, it will show me error message. So as per I know the code is right, then I will click on run. So the program is compiled and this output screen has come. So as your program is generated, the message enter the value of x, so it is going in front of cout. So you can see this is the enter the value of x, and after that I am attaching endl. So that's why my cursor is pointing to the next line. So I will just put value here. You have to put number value because your variables are integers, so it will not take character into integer. So just I have put the 9 as a number, then I am pressing enter. After pressing enter, it has taken the value and put into x. Then this statement is run after entering the value of 9, and it has put that 9 into a variable. Then after that it has solved this expression using mathematics. So after that the value of the final result is stored into y, and after that in front of cout the value of y is printing as I have given in the program. So if you see the value of y, that is my message, and then equal to sign, that is also part of message. Then I am putting some space here, so that space is also printed before 40, and finally the value of y, that is 40, is printed here. And again if you see, the cursor is waiting. So this cursor is waiting because of getCH function. So I can hold that black screen here, otherwise you are not able to see the black screen and your output will generate and suddenly it will go off. That's why I am using this getCH function. So getCH is holding this cursor. As soon as I press some character on keyboard, it will go off. So if I press any character, see, the screen has gone. So that means your program has ended and your screen has gone. If I run this program again, you can see the same output, but the previous output is not visible because of this clear screen function. So if you see, clear screen is clearing my output screen. Whatever it is present on output screen, that is clearing by clear screen. So this is about your first question, that is first practical. Again I am putting the value. See, the answer is different now because I have entered 8 here. Again it is waiting because of getCH, and if I press enter, it is going off. So this completes your first practical, and the question of first practical, that is evaluation of expression, this given expression. Now let us see the second question, that is write a program to print hi message if entered value is more than 10, otherwise print by message on output screen. Use of relational operator. So you have to print hi or by based on your input number. So if the number is more than 10, then you have to print hi message, and if the number is less than 10, you have to print by message. So let us understand what is needed in this program. What is needed? One number as an input. So you have to declare one variable as a number, so you can accept an input from the user. and based on that number value you have to put some if condition. So if the number is greater than 10, you have to print high, otherwise you have to print by message. So this is very simple program using if condition and simple one number. So let us move to the coding part of this program. So this is your code for this second question. So as I have mentioned in earlier question, that is you need two header files, iostream.h and conio.h. So you have to put it here. Then again you have to start a main function, that is void main, then empty bracket, then opening curly bracket. So that is the basic part of every program. You have to put header files, main function, opening and closing brackets, then clear screen is necessary to clear your output screen, and get ch is also necessary to hold your output screen. So these are the basic steps that you have to follow in your each and every program. So let us move to the next statement, that is declaration of a number. So I have to declare a number. I have taken num as a variable name, and that will be the integer data type. So int num, that is declaration of my number. Then as given in the question, you have to accept input from a user. So for that purpose I have to put a message in front of cout. So enter a value, that is my message, and I am attaching endl at the end. So enter a value is my message, and my cursor will move to next line using endl, and I am putting all these two in front of cout, so that will be sent to my output screen. Then next statement is cin. So after cin, the input will be taken from user, and that will be stored into a variable, that is num. So whatever user is entering, that is stored into num. Then next part is I have to put if condition. So based on this number, that is the value of num, I have to put a if condition, and that if condition will be like if in round brackets I have to put a condition. So this is my condition. So if num is greater than 10, so this is my relational operator, greater than operator. So this relational operator, what it will do, it will evaluate this expression and it will generate either true or false. So based on this expression or the value of num, the expression will be either true or false. So if I am entering the value greater than 10, then this expression will be true, and if I am entering the value greater than less than 10, then this expression will be false. And based on that true or false value, if statements will be or else statement will be executed. So if my expression is true, then whatever inside if condition, that is if statement, will be executed, and if my expression is false, then whatever inside else statement, that is else part, will be executed. So these are two different parts of the same program. So cout high, that is as given in your question, you have to print high if the value is greater than 10. So if the value is greater than 10, this statement will be executed and it will print high, and if the value is less than 10, the else part will be executed and it will print by. So this is a simple conditional statement, and based on the condition we have generated two different output, but only one output will be visible to the user because it will not generate both the statements at once. Either it will run this cout statement or it will run else part. And finally you have to put get ch to hold your output screen, and your program is ended. So let us see how it is running or how it is performed in your compiler. So I am just selecting all and copying this code, then I am going to the compiler. So this is my previous program, so I am just taking a new text editor and I am putting or pasting that code here. So as it is pasted in my compiler, that is Borland C++. So just directly run this program. You have to go debug menu, then run. So this is my output screen. Enter a value, that is my message which is given here. So enter a value, then I have to put some value here, that is an integer value. So if I am putting 50, that is greater than 10, so what it will do, it will execute if part. So you can see the high is printed because it has run the if part, and it has skipped the else part because only one part will be executed. You cannot see both the outputs in the same program. And finally it is holding the cursor or holding my output screen because of get ch, and as soon as I press enter, the screen has gone, my program is terminated. So again I am running this program, go to that file again, then debug and run again. So now I am putting a value which is less than 10, that is 5, and I am pressing enter. So it will accept that value and it will generate the output according to conditional statements. So it is printing by, because I have entered a value which is less than 10. So again I am pressing enter, that is it will run get ch, it will complete get ch function and the program is terminated. So this is the second question of your practical number 1 and exercise. Now the third question is write a program to print largest number among two numbers using conditional operator. So we have to put two numbers into your program and you have to check which one is the largest using conditional operator. So let us see what we needed in this program. So what is needed to develop a program? Two numbers as input. So you have to input two numbers. Let us consider them as num1 and num2 variables. Then second point is one number to store largest among two. So why a third number is needed? Because we are using conditional operator. So in the conditional operator the expression will be like this: num1 is greater than num2, that will be my condition, then question mark, then colon. So if this condition is satisfied, that is the condition is true, the part of question mark will be executed, and if the condition is false, then the part after the colon will be executed. And all these two numbers we have to store into some another number, so that's why we have taken a third number, that is largest. So totally we need three numbers as a variable declaration part. So num1, num2 and largest, and after that we have to put this expression using conditional operator because it is given in the question. You cannot directly use if and else part, so you have to use conditional operator as given. So largest is equal to, this is the use of conditional operator. It is always written as the expression, then question mark, then the true part, and after that colon, false part. So this is what we need to develop a program. So let us move to the coding part. So I am opening the notepad and opening this file which I have already generated. So again in this part you need two header files. So this third header file, that is math.h, which is having mathematical functions. So you don't need this math.h file here because we are not using any mathematical function. So I am just deleting it. So you need basically two header files which are already decided in your previous example. So istream.h, onio.h, and again writing of the main function is same, void main, opening and closing curly bracket, then opening and closing round bracket, then opening curly bracket, clear screen is as it is, get ch is as it is. So these are the necessary part of your program. Then the next part is declaration of variables. So as we have understood, we need three variables, that is num1, num2 and largest, and all three variables are of data type integer. So int space num1 comma num2 comma largest. So this is my declaration of variables. Then next part I am putting a message in front of user, that is enter number 1. So this will be my message enclosed in double quotes. So that is I am sending to cout, which is displayed on the screen. Then with the help of cin I am taking that number into num1 variable. So whenever user enters some number, that will be taken into num1. Again I am repeating the same steps to accept number 2. So this is just copying this code and pasting here and changing message and changing variable. So this message is enter number 2 and that number will be stored into num2 variable. Next part is I am putting this conditional operator expression here. So this complete expression is a largest, that is my output variable, is equal to into round brackets I have to put expression, that is condition. num1 is greater than num2. This condition will be either true or false based on the values entered by user. So if the condition is true, the part of question mark, part after that question mark will be executed, and that will be the final output, and that output I am storing into largest variable. So if the num1 is greater than num2, the output will be num1, and that num1 will be stored into this largest variable. So largest will become num1, and if this condition is false, then the part after the colon will be the final output. So if the condition is false, num2 will be my final output, and that num2 will be stored into largest. So if you consider this expression, it is having two outputs, either num1 or num2 based on the condition. So largest will be either num1 or num2 based on this true or false values. So finally, after this expression is completed, your largest will be storing largest number among these two numbers. So final statement will be, I just have to put this output in front of the user. So for that I am using a message in front of cout. So largest number is, that is my message, and I am attaching a value that is largest. So the number will be put in front of this message, and I am finally attaching endl. So the cursor will move to next line. Again I will go to the getCH function. So again it will hold my black screen, that is output screen, and as soon as I enter some character on keyboard, it will close. So it will complete this getCH function and close the program. So let us move to the compiler to run this program. So I will go to Borland C++ compiler, file, then new. I will take a new text edit. Then again I will go to Notepad. I will select all. Then I will go to compiler, paste it here. You can directly type your code here as given in this example. So I will go to debug to run this program and press run. So if the program is correct, it will compile it and it will go to the output screen. So it is showing me the message enter number 1. So I am entering number, then I am pressing enter. So it has gone to the next cout statement, that is enter number 2. So I am entering number 2, that is 23, and I am pressing enter. So after pressing enter, it has evaluated the expression, and after evaluating that expression, the largest will be stored into this variable largest, and this is the message largest number is, which is shown here, largest number is, and the value of largest is attached, and after that endl is attached. So my cursor is moving to next line, and it is waiting for getCH. So as soon as I press enter or any character on keyboard, it will terminate the program and the screen will go off. So this is your third question of exercise. Now let us move to the next part of your practical, that is the next question in the section of practical related questions. And the question is, write a C++ program to evaluate the following expression, and the expression is given as x is equal to -b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So it is similar to the first question of exercise, just the expression is bigger one. So the steps will be similar. So let us understand how to identify variables and how to generate a program. So let us move. First we need to identify what is needed to develop the program. So as the question is regarding expression only, so you will need all these expression variables as your input variables and output as your final variable x. So as given in your question, there are a, b and c, three variables which are considered as input and your final variable x as output. So first point is three numbers as input, so I will be taking a, b, c as the input variables which will be having integer values. Then second, one number to store the output, that is the final variable. So I printed a d, just make it x. So instead of d there will be x. Then third point is expression that is given in your question, minus b minus in bracket b square minus 4ac bracket complete divided by 2a. So you just have to take these numbers as input, then you have to put this expression in your formula and the generated output will be printed to the screen. So let us move to your coding part. So this will be the coding structure of the same program. Initially you have to import or you have to include two header files, that is iostream.h, conio.h. Again same main function having the definition opening from curly bracket to ending curly bracket, clear screen, get ch. This is the required things. You have to put it in all the programs. Then next statement will be declaration of variables. So I am declaring 4 variables. 3 variables will be my input value and x will be the output value. So all the variables will be of data type integer. So int space declaration of variables separated by comma. Then on the next statement I am putting a message, that is enter a value of a, b and c. So instead of taking a, b, c separately, I am just putting a single statement where I am requesting the user to insert value of a, b and c in this one statement, and after that I am attaching endl. So my cursor will move to next line. Then using cin and attachment I am accepting all the 3 variables in one statement only. So while inputting the values you have to put enter or space in between these a, b and c values. So it will automatically identify and it will take the values respectively into a, b and c variables. So all the inputs are accepted here. Then the next statement is your expression statement. So now you have to format this expression properly according to mathematical expressions, because if you do not format it properly, the result will be different, because there are a lot of multiplication and division is here. You have to properly format it using brackets. So I'm just putting the outer bracket, that is this numerator bracket. So this will be my numerator, and then divided by into bracket my denominator. So this is my denominator. So for numerator I am just putting minus b, then minus, again I am putting bracket for combining all this expression, that is b square minus 4ac. So instead of b square I am just putting b into b, minus 4 into a into c. So that will become b square minus 4ac, bracket complete. So this is all the negative part. So that's why after minus sign I am putting bracket here. So minus b square minus 4ac, and after this outer bracket my numerator is complete, divided by sign, that is division. Then again I am putting round bracket to combine 2 into a. So 2a, that is combined as a denominator. So after this expression is solved, the output will be generated and that value will be stored into variable x. Then the final step is to put that value of x in front of the user. So that is using cout statement, value is equal to, that is my message. After that I am attaching the value of x and then attaching the value of endl. So my cursor will move to next line, and you already know why get ch is used here, to put or to hold that black screen, output screen in front of the user. So after get ch is done, my program is completed. So let us move to the compiling part, compiler. So I am just selecting all, copying it, moving to the compiler, that is my Borland C++ compiler, then opening file menu, then creating a new text edit file, then I am just pasting all that code here. So my code is ready here, you can directly type it here. Then to run this code I am going to menu, debug, then run. Now the prompt is given as enter the value of a, b and c as we have designed in the program. this message is here, enter the value of a, b and c. Now to enter a value of a, b, c, you have to put either space in between or you just enter between all the three values. So just I am putting 10, enter, I have pressed. So it will be the 10 value will be accepted into a, then I am putting 20 here, and I am again pressing enter. So the two values are accepted, a and b. Now to put c value I am entering 8, and after the entering value of 8 I am pressing enter button, so that value will go to c. So this is my final output, that is the value is equal to the expression result, that is -5. So the program is completed and the cursor is waiting to accept some character from user, so that the getch function will complete and your program will complete. So I am just pressing enter, it will complete my program and the program has terminated. So now we have seen all these questions, that is 3 questions from exercise and 1 question from practical related questions. All these questions are available on my website, that is getitnotes.top. So I have designed a website where I have put all diploma practical related questions here. You just have to go to this site, there is a menu at the top, so you can just select your semester and your subject is there. So if you want to see the OOP practicals, just go to diploma semester 3 OOP practicals, just click on it. After opening you will get a list of practicals. You can just click on question number. So these are all question numbers from 1 to 26. So just go to any question number and click on it. So it will open your practical number 1. So all the questions related to practical number 1 are available here. The code is available here, you can just copy that code, but I don't want you to copy the code as it is. You just learn this code as I explained in the Borland C++ compiler and notepad. You just learn all these codes and you develop it by yourself. So that is the main purpose of making this video. So I want you to develop all the programs by your own, then you use any compiler to test them and check the output, whether it is giving the same output or not. You can either use a different method also for generating these outputs. It is not necessary that you just follow my method only. So that's all for the video. So we'll see in the next video regarding the practical number 2 and onwards.